I used to believe losing weight on a South Asian diet was impossible. And I know exactly why you believe that too. I grew up eating South Asian food every single day. My mum's food, my bar's food, my auntie's food, home cooked meals, family dinners, weddings, events. And for years I thought getting into shape meant giving all that up. And if you believe that, you'll stay skinny fat or overweight for years. In this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how to lose fat, build muscle, and stay lean without giving up the foods you love. And I'm going to show you exactly how I helped hundreds and hundreds of South Asian men do the exact same. Growing up, I genuinely thought it was impossible. And then my mindset changed. A couple of years ago, I got into the best shape of my life and did a photo shoot with not only myself, but my other clients too, whilst eating South Asian food every single day. And that's the exact principles I then use to transform hundreds of lives across the world, from doctors to engineers to people who work behind a desk, you name it. So let me be clear, South Asian food isn't the problem. The way we've been taught to eat it actually is. And this starts earlier than you actually think. In our culture, being chubby is actually seen healthy, and being lean is seen as like some sort of weakness. And from birth, the goal was simple, just to eat more. More food equals more love. More food equals more success. And look at my bar, for example. Whenever I go to my bar's house, she will better eat more and more and more. Because growing up, like my grandma from Africa and India literally had nothing. Me being privileged enough to actually eat food, like their mindset has been like, okay, wow, like we didn't have too much food in the past. Let's just keep feeding it. I mean, I remember going to India to see my mum's side of the family. Honestly, my bar kept on feeding me roti, 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 roti. Better, have you finished? Have some more, 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 more. I mean, try eating less at a family event and suddenly everyone's worried about you, especially your grandma. Dylan, you're not eating enough. What would people say? This isn't good for you. So even if you want to change, your environment will pull you back. And this is exactly why South Asian men drop body fat and then gain it all back like this. But one of the biggest issues I've genuinely seen in the South Asian diet isn't just calories. It's how our food is cooked. So I was at a family event recently, right? The dal I had literally had 2 layers. The top was actually dal and the bottom was just a pod of oil. And over years of just coaching South Asians, I actually noticed something. A lot of you don't just store fat, you store something called hard fat. This is where the belly feels dense, inflamed, and actually hard. Don't get wrong, South Asian food is one of the best in the world. The culture, the flavor. But when you finally identify how our food is cooked, the belly starts to soften. Then it starts to drop. It isn't just about the weight. It's about the inflammation, the energy, the digestive system, gut health. And this long term has a ferment effect on the body. But then there's the excuse that everyone falls back on. It's just my genetics. Here's the truth. Yes, generally South Asians are kind of brought up to store fat differently, and that's through genetics for sure. And I studied this while I was doing sports and exercise science at university. We're more likely to be skinny fat, we're more likely to store fat around our stomach, more likely to struggle with diabetes, heart health. But genetics aren't the death sentence. The real killer is believing change isn't possible. When you start to shift that mindset, everything else becomes execution. So Dylan, what actually needs to change? Here's the 3 non-negotiables in your South Asian diet which will allow you to transform. Number 1, fix the oils. Stop cooking by feel, pouring ghee till the curry looks nice. And honestly guys, that is the fastest way to lose progress. You want to measure your oils, use the 1-calorie sprays and upgrade your pans. The same flavors, all that stuff can still remain. But the thing about South Asian diet is you don't have to go crazy with oil. You can add a bit of oil, but just be aware of the actual effect it has on it. Because 1 tablespoon of oil has a lot of calories inside, I'll tell you that for sure. And number 2 is protein. Protein is the most satiating macronutrient ever. And a lot of clients that I have, vegetarian specifically, they lack protein. So their body can't recover, nor are they actually satiated. They're always reaching for chevro or some snacks on the side. A couple ideas are like lentils, beans, tofu, paneer. The thing with the South Asian diet is literally just 99% carbs, including protein. This is what actually changes stuff, especially for the older generation. Number 3 is a smart carb strategy. Rice, rotis, lentils in 1 meal. That's how 1 meal quietly adds up to 1,200 calories. Either reduce the portion sizes or make the vegetables taste South Asian. The same spices, same culture, way better results. So instead of having rice and then roti, just have 1 carb source. The biggest win I've ever seen wasn't just my clients. They were my own parents. Ever since I took the jump and got into shape, they naturally followed too. They started eating it better, so they started watching their meals, they started to be self-congruent, because when you start to change your body, not only has it have effect on you as an individual, but have effect on the people around you, your missus, your kids. But this showed me you can actually change. Because if you really care about your future, share this with your family. And that's exactly how we break the cycle. And if you want help actually applying this, and if you're still lost in the sauce and don't know exactly how to transform, look at the link below, book yourself in for a call and let's have a chat. And also, if you go over to my Instagram, @CoreFitness, I have a free South Asian diet guide exactly for you with meals that can implement straight off the bat. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.